Hello everyone, my name's Dan, welcome to the Give Me a Holy Air Wrestling Podcast. I will be taking you through Monday Night Raw from the 1st of August. We've got a couple of segments lined up. We have got Dolph Ziggler versus Ciampa versus Chad Gable in a triple threat match. We've got AJ Styles versus Miz and Mustafa Ali in another triple threat match. We've also got the WWE Undisputed Tag Team Championship match titles, the Usos versus the Mysterios. I shall see you after the intro.
This is Broken Matt Hardy. Thank you for watching the Give Me a Whole Year Wrestling Podcast.
How's everyone doing today? Has everyone had a good weekend? Who have we got in at the minute? Let's have a look. Get one. Yep. Did people get up too much over the weekend? Have you been tuning into us at all? Let us know if you have. We've had quite a busy weekend, to be perfectly honest. We did the Summerslam predictions video on the Friday night. We had obviously the Summerslam show, which tonight is the fallout for. We had that on Saturday night, and then Dom covered the Ric Flair last night, his retirement match, tagging along with Andrade El Idolo versus Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett. That's on the channel if you want to go and have a look. So is the SummerSlam show. If you want a bit of a giggle, go onto the channel. I'm not kidding. Have a look at the reaction video for when we pranked Dom. What I'll do is I'll actually get a link to it and I'll put it in the chat for everyone. Where is that? That one. Yeah. Oh, we got in. Stick a comment in. Let's see what we've got. Share that one. Copy link. And that should be coming into the YouTube chat right now. I'm just going to swap across to the Facebook, stick it in there as well. That one, comment, and paste. There we go. So if you're on Twitter, it's on there. If you're on YouTube or the Facebook page, you can find it on there. I have also just put it into the chat on the side there for people. But yeah, we've got a couple of matches tonight. Up until about 2.5 hours ago, there was nothing officially announced for the show, which is quite surprising from WWE standards. They normally like to sort of at least give something away based on what's happening on the show on the night. But we literally found out about 2.5 hours ago there's going to be a couple of triple threat matches, and we're going to get the Usos defending the tag team titles. I actually forgot to put the banner on, so let me do that. Dance. That one, there we go. But yeah, we've got 4 people in. Thank you very much for joining me. Did you get much wrestling to watch it over the weekend, or was it busy with work or anything else? Like I said, if you want to stick a comment in, I'll bring it up, I'll read it out. If you haven't already, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. It does help us out. And over the past weekend, we have seen quite a big change in our viewing sort of figures. I don't know if it's because we're going live a bit more often, but in the coming week we have got, I'm presuming it will be Ant covering Dynamite on Wednesday. Dom is lucky enough to be going to Spain. He said he might jump in for a little bit, but if he's on holiday, I don't see him being doing that, do you? But yeah, we've got Monday Night Raw coming up in around 10 minutes. What did people think to the SummerSlam show on the Saturday night then? The premium live event that went down. You had Brock and Roman in a last man standing match. There was some interesting things happening in that one. Yeah, that was a very interesting last man standing match. There was a few segments in there that I don't think we've seen anywhere before. We had Brock in a big digger type machine. He lifted the ring up, which was quite surprising. Probably quite annoying for some of the fans that were sat behind that area, because quite a bit of action happened to the opposite corner, and they probably would have had a very, very restricted view. So, who have we got in? We've got us on how we're doing. How's your weekend been, dude? Let's see. Let me get my video ready. But yeah, I mean, it's been a good, very good weekend for wrestling. We had Bayley return. We had Bayley pretty much teased that she's now got a little faction to go alongside her. We had Dakota Kai return, who was released by WWE last year. She's been pulled back into the mix. We don't know whether that is a Triple H directive or if it is something else. We also had Iyo Sky return, who is now Iyo Sky. The name has changed on there. She's also looked like she's joined Bayley. We've had Becky Lynch up against not Sasha Banks, not yet. We had Bianca Belair versus Bayley for the Raw Women's Championship. And at the end of the match, it looked like Becky turned babyface, which I think a lot of people have been screaming out for, because she just is a natural face. Everyone wants to get behind her, cheer her on. What else did we have? It looks like Ronda sort of solidified the heel turn with Liv Morgan by attacking Liv and keeping the armbar on for quite a while. The Usos defended the titles against the Street Profits, which we've seen that match happen quite a lot, but I don't think that was one of their best matches in all honesty. The matches I've had previously have been absolutely phenomenal, but I just think that that match itself really did let the sort of show down a little bit, I'm afraid to say. Let's look, what other matches did we have? We had Happy Corbin versus Pat McAfee, which was quite a reasonable match. Obviously, Pat is more of the celebrity performer at the minute. He still performed very well for not a sort of a long-term performer. He had a couple of spots where he sort of jumped onto the top rope, fell over, or missed his footing a little bit, or was a bit off balance, but he recovered like a professional should do, and he carried off the match. Again, very good match. We had the Judgment Day versus the Mysterios, and to me, from my point of view, the Mysterios winning that match has completely buried the Judgment Day. So unless there is an ulterior motive, I think the Judgment Day probably are going to be a massively failed faction. We had Lashley versus Theory for the US title. It was a rematch from WrestleMania. No, it wasn't WrestleMania, was it? It was it Hell in a Cell? And Theory was trying to regain the title. He didn't end up doing that. Lashley is still the United States champion. We had Logan Paul versus The Miz, which again, Logan Paul as a celebrity in the ring for his second official WWE match and his first one-on-one match. I thought that was probably the second best match of the night behind the Raw Women's Championship. The match itself probably was scripted pretty much from start to finish, but Logan Paul just really seems to have some very good athletic ability. He did moonsault. He did a leap off the top rope through the table, the announce table on the outside, and he was a really good performer. I was very impressed with him. I've never been a personal fan of the guy, but he seemed to do very good in the ring. Oh, we've got Michael in. How are we doing, Michael? Did you have much planned over the weekend, or did you have a good weekend? We got Todd in as well. How are we doing, Todd? I know you've been pretty much with us all weekend. I presume Michael will have been as well. How did you, if you managed to see any of it, did you see the Ric Flair match? And how did you feel about that? I did sit and watch the match this morning before going to work, and I thought it was okay. It was the match itself was nothing out of what I was expecting, I think. But I did at one point just really think that Flair shouldn't be in that position in the ring, especially at his age, I'm afraid. I mean, it's nice to see him go out with a win, but it was very hard to watch him take some of the bumps, and it just really felt like he could get seriously injured. I'm glad I've seen him wrestle again, but I just think in the long run, I think in my mind, I'm going to have him still retiring at WrestleMania 24 with Shawn Michaels. That is pretty much how I want to see and remember Ric Flair going out from that moment. So Todd is good, ready for Raw. Did watch it, and yeah, after the match with Undertaker, Brett, and Foley, to me, probably arguable the Mount Rushmore of wrestling. Ric Flair, Undertaker, Bret Hart, and Mick Foley. You've got different levels of character there, but you've also got 4 unbelievable performers in the ring. Michael watched it and enjoyed the show. Felt a little scared in the main event, seeing Flair take bumps. Yeah, I think that was where I was quite worried, because he's got a pacemaker. He's 73 years old, and he had a health scare last year, I think it was as well. So to me, I just didn't want to see him perform, but I'm glad he said he is completely done with it now, which I think he should have been a long time ago. Not from a disrespectful point of view, but I just think he should be looking after himself and going out he's gone out on his terms, which is I'm all happy with. Yeah, the HBK super kick, and then I'm sorry, I love you. It was absolutely perfect. We've got Cricket Channel in. How we're doing? Steve Smith, best test player. Cricket's not a sport I really normally watch, but if you're saying he's the best, I'll take your word for it. And Sass is in. How we're doing? I know you've been with us all weekend, so I will ask how your weekend was. But how was your Monday? It's been so far. How did you feel about the Ric Flair match? We've just been talking about it. We've had people sort of say there was scared for Rick, just because of his health issues and obviously his age, taking them bumps. I'm all over the good. I'm brilliant. I've got Todd saying, "Hey, Sassy, are you Mox buddy? We're getting a regular crowd in tonight." I'm going to get my earphones ready. I need to make sure I've got my Bluetooth turned off on everything because they're normally connected to another device. Bluetooth off. Bluetooth off. Earphone in. Yes, change the sound. There we go. Watch Flair, good show. Glad he won, yeah. I'm glad he won because he's gone out on a win. The card itself did look very well put together and it was a good show, but it was just very, very worrying watching someone of that age perform. Look at Bex Sling. I think you're ahead of me then. How we doing, Sandra? Becky's injured. Yeah, she seemed to be carrying a shoulder at the end of the match, which was worrying, but I didn't know if she was just selling a sort of fake injury. Yeah, it seems as if she is injured. Yeah, I've got her now coming out, so I'm about sort of, I'd say 30 seconds behind you guys, I'm afraid. So you might be spoiling bits for me. Don't spoil them if you see anything, because I've got to do a reaction video, and if I do a reaction video, people might enjoy it. My sound keeps cutting out again. But yeah, she seemed, like I said, she seemed to be carrying that shoulder or the elbow at the end of the match when Dakota Kai, Bailey was all in the ring. So it could be legitimate. It could be a bit of a kayfabe and she's still selling it, which could be very nicely done. Yeah, thank God she's face again. I said right at the start of the video, we're glad she's face. She works better as a face. And she's got a couple of good heels to go up against now. Joe Sassy, he's joined us. How we're doing, Dom? You're going viral. I'm helping out because I already put it at the start of the chat. But yeah, it's going good. We've got the regular crowd in. We've got Todd, we've got Michael, we've got Sassy. We've had Hassan in as well. So I'm just saying, hey, Dom. And just so everyone knows, the belt stuck with me, as it should do. As I said it was going to. No one's getting that off me. I'm just poking the bear because it's in the chat at the minute. Why not? Michael says, hey, Dom, how's everything going? He's in Spain at the minute, I think, if I remember rightly, or he's going to Spain. So he's doing very well for himself, I think. You got to Spain, just in bed, popping in. I think, yeah, it'll be 2 o'clock in the morning there, won't it? Yeah. It's warm. It's been warm here today. I go in the car at 6 p.m. and it said it was 24 degrees, which is still warm for me. Anything above 18 is still warm for me, as everyone knows. We've got any Sasha Banks fans in? Hello, how we doing? Do we think Sasha's going to be turning up at any point, or is she officially out? So far, yeah. Looking at what we've just sort of seen, Becky is supposedly injured. She's come out on Monday Night Raw with her arm in a sling. We just got a little recap of the match itself from SummerSlam. Let's have a listen. I'm going to stick the other reaffirm in. And yeah, everyone said she's face. Why is putting the second earphone? Cut the sound off. Strange. We love you too, Dom. But yeah, get some rest. You've had a good weekend. Come on. I'm sorry, guys. My sound's just cut off. Becky's in the ring, sort of looking a bit more dressed normal than she has been over the past sort of few months. Sassy saying, "Love you." Oh, she supposedly separated her shoulder. She says she could give up or give everything she's got. She said that she fought through 20 minutes of the most painful of her career. Becky's saying that she's wants to be held part of creating the greatest women's division they've ever had. My other earphones just because I complete better one day. Becky's saying she's not being defined by any title. She's not being defined by any title. She wants to help define the title. Becky defines the man. So could we be seeing her go back to the man gimmick? The comeback story starts now. Becky wants to give thanks to the woman that's been pushing her forward for the past few months, the BEST, putting over Bianca as well, which is very nice. She said, "Get your ass out of here." So Bianca is now coming out. Michael loves Saul. We love you too, Michael. The man is back. Abbas, how we doing? Becky, she's playing. I don't think she is, I'm afraid. Patrick's back. How's Patrick? We've got Ivan in. Who's the people's champion? Came to see Logan Paul. He did do well, but it was Saturday night, not last night. Sorry, Todd. Michael saying, "Welcome back, Patrick." Hello, Ivan and Abbas. Yeah. Crowd right behind the EST. Looking good in the rare outfit. Bianca's saying, "You not only defined the man, but you are the man." Maybe something has happened with the Ric Flair sort of, I think it was a lawsuit that WWE and Ric Flair had going against each other. Oh, Becky just saying, "Hold it down, B, I'll see you soon." And left the ring. Crowd really chanting Becky. Very nice from Becky. And I think this is going to help really solidify that babyface turn. When you see someone go away like that after a face turn, when she turns back up, that is going to be a massive pop. Bianca saying she has nothing but respect for Becky. Becky saying she used someone shaking her hand to slap her in the face with the other one. Bianca saying she doesn't want to be handed anything. She'd always put the work in. Bianca saying she shook her hand, Becky's hand, because of the mutual respect. And she's glad she's got the respect of Becky Lynch, which means something. Bianca saying that she's still standing as the Raw Women's Champion because of the hard work she's put in. Let's get someone throw some of the comments if I can. Oh, that one, I'll save it. So, backstage, we've got Bayley, Iyo Sky, and Dakota Kai attacking Becky Lynch with a steel chair. Bianca's left the ring. She's running into the back area. So, yeah, looking at it, it's a legitimate injury, and they're hoping to sell her off and keep her off TV. Bianca's looking annoyed. Ivan's just watched when Ant pranked Dom. Yep, absolutely brilliant. Todd said it was awesome. WWE and Thomas fan. So Becky said the most painful 20 minutes of my life. What does she mean? She separated her shoulder at the start of the match, from what we've been told. So she worked for the rest of the match with a legitimate injury on the shoulder. Perfectly played by Ant. Dom's reaction was priceless. Yeah. Michael wants Killer Cross to come back. Why does Corey look like a pink Jigglypuff? No idea. Hello, Ivan, says Sandra. We've got Edge coming back. Corey Graves is saying we haven't seen Edge in months. We saw him middle of June. So it's like 5-6 weeks. Oh, that wasn't announced. So we're getting Champa versus Dolph Ziggler versus Chad Gable in a triple threat. The winner of that match goes against the winner of The Miz, Mustafa Ali, and AJ Styles. So we're getting 2 triple threat matches, and then the winners of them goes against each other to create a new #1 contender for the United States Championship. That's quite good. Got a couple of good big names in there. Todd saying Banks comes back tonight. Do you believe it, or are you reading it on it? Yeah, Banks comes back. Whoever dresses Corey needs to stop her. I think he dresses himself, to be honest. His wife. Maybe. So at the minute, we are going to recap of what happened on SummerSlam with Corbin and Pat McAfee. We're getting screenshots of, well, I'll say screenshots. We're getting photos of Edge. Not a surprise, it's all over Facebook. Really? I've been on Facebook sort of on and off most of the day, and I haven't seen anything with the Sasha Banks announcement or any teasers. But we're going Legacy of the United States Championship. The video itself is basically talking about the United States Championship, and the narrator is John Bradshaw Layfield, who was obviously very, very sort of well known as the US champion, being held by some of the absolute greats: Harley Race, Sergeant Slaughter, John Cena, Roddy Piper, American Dream, Bret Hart, Eddie Guerrero, Scott Hall, and Ric Flair. One of the best people to hold it for me was John Cena. He really solidified it as a big championship, even though it was a mid-card. Kofi Kingston has held it. Who else has held it? We've got at the minute Bobby Lashley, obviously. We've had MVP, we've had Matt Hardy, we've had a lot of big names hold it, and a lot with a lot of street credit. The Miz, Randy Orton, Seth Rollins. We're going AJ Styles coming out. Longest reigning US champion was not in the montage. Am I having a bit of a slow moment? Who was it? Don't tell me it was Mox. Go on, Sandra, put me out of my misery. Or was it? Yeah, I thought it would have been. That's why you knew about exactly who it was. Yeah. I apologize. Yeah. Now you're saying that, yeah, it makes more sense. We're getting Mustafa Ali come out now, which is, again, another person I'm really glad to see back on WWE TV. I think he's a phenomenal performer. He's athletic, and I think given the right push, he could be a high mid-carder. I don't think I'd see him as a complete main eventer, but he's not that far off. Yeah, it was over a year, but because it's for a rival company, I don't think they wanted to say that. So Todd saying AJ's got this. Michael wants AJ versus Ciampa. I think that would be a banger of a match. But I don't know why, but I think they might give it to Mustafa Ali. I think that could have been part of his Triple H's sort of takeover and trying to help push him instead. Yeah, I think AJ is ready to. I say he's ready to start putting over the younger talent. He's been doing it for a little while anyway, but I just think that out of the three in this first match, the person that probably needs to win more than anyone is probably Mustafa Ali. Do you not agree? AJ Styles and Champa wins the triple threat matches. Again, people are saying that. I'd love to see that match, but I just think that Mustafa Ali would be a better fit to win the match because I think he just deserves it a bit more. But I'll bow down to you guys. I think AJ will win, but I'm wanting it to go a different route. So we're going a recap of Logan Paul and The Miz. With Logan obviously winning. Miz has got tape around his midsection. Yeah, I'd love the AJ Styles and Ciampa match. I think it should be Ali. Sassy likes Ali and thinks AJ is going to team with Edge. Yeah. So we are going Logan Paul from earlier today, saying that he's going to get back in the ring. It's going to be massive when he's next in the ring. And he's going to be back soon. So does that mean he's not going to be there tonight? Yeah, I'd love AJ and Ciampa. I think it'd be a great physical match. Very technical, but I just don't think it should be done right now. So bell rings. AJ chases the Miz outside of the ring to leave Mustafa Ali in the ring with AJ. Mustafa Ali takes AJ down with a Hurricane Rana. Miz back on the apron, starts pulling Mustafa Ali's hair. AJ with a big drop kick to the outside under the second rope. AJ with a sunset flip, goes for the pin. AJ rolls through and trying to get the Styles Clash. Miz spoils that party, pulls AJ out, bounces AJ's head off of the announce desk. Yeah, WWE said they are going to push Ciampa. I can believe it. Anyone but Miz, yeah, completely. Sandra says, hi, Chris, glad you're here. Everyone's glad you're here, Chris. Thank you very much for joining us. Ali and Ciampa win since they're both Triple H guys. That's the match I really want to see. That's the match I think where you're going to push two new guys up the card. Miz and AJ are already established. What was the other one? Dolph and Chad Gable are already established. You push the two new guys, so that's what, to me, it makes more sense. So Miz takes the chop from AJ Styles and then reverses, tries to do. Miz pushes AJ head first into the middle turnbuckle. And some big stomps to AJ. Pulls him up in the corner, big chop. Crowd winding the Miz up with the tiny balls chant. Miz with a boot to Mustafa Ali on the ring apron. And then rolls up AJ Styles, but only gets a 1 count. Miz Irish whipped into the corner. Midsection kick from AJ. Irish whip to the other corner. Miz reverses it. And then Miz went for a monkey flip. AJ stopped it, puts Miz on the top turnbuckle. AJ starts climbing up. Miz with some right hands to get rid of him. Mustafa Ali back in now, giving some punches to the Miz in the corner. Mustafa Ali goes up to the top rope. Miz trying to fight back. Oh, Mustafa Ali pushed off, backflip, lands on his feet, and then AJ with a suplex. Miz with a boot to AJ Styles and then a DDT to Mustafa Ali. Goes for a pin, only gets a 2 count. Miz selling them injured ribs. Thank you very much, Sassy. We do have the super chat available. You can send a message. The donations come straight to the channel. YouTube obviously do take a little bit of a cut. But any super chat that you do is massively appreciated by us, just because it means that we do get some sort of money going into making these shows for you guys. Chris is excited about Monday Night Raw since Bayley was SmackDown Women's Champion and Women's Tag Team Champion. Yep, coming back and pretty much making her intentions known against Bayley means she probably is going to stay on Raw. Champa wins against Ali, then Johnny Wrestling same hits just to pitch. Not going to happen. I'd love it. Everyone in there is a Triple H guy. Yep, Todd loves it. Absolutely great call. So AJ went for a splash on Mustafa Ali in the corner. Mustafa Ali got a big kick. Mustafa Ali with a rolls into the ring. Ends up on AJ's shoulders. AJ with a big elbow. Miz tried to sneak attack AJ. Mustafa Ali got a neck breaker and a combination attack with the Miz. That was very clever done. Mustafa Ali goes for pinfalls, only gets a 2 count on AJ, then a 2 count on The Miz. Better yet, Fiend returns. That's what I'm hoping for. That is what I'm hoping for. I've been told I need to ring Dom if that does happen. So I could be ringing him in 2 hours' time, which will be 4 o'clock in the morning. Sandro loves Rowan back. He was impressive on Dynamite. He was a good performer. For me, just didn't have enough charisma or in-ring sort of presence when on the mic. No problem, just moderating today straight. You're lovely, aren't you? You're lovely. So Miz got a big kick to AJ. AJ responds with a Pele kick. Miz rolls out with a ring. Everyone's down. So AJ first to his feet. Going to the outside. So Miz and AJ on the outside. Miz thrown into the corner of the announcer's desk. So Miz with the compromised ribs. Oh, Ali off the top rope with a tornado DDT to AJ Styles. That was phenomenal. Absolutely out of nowhere. That was absolutely beautiful. So Mustafa Ali, first one back to his feet. Corey Graves speaking directly to Mustafa Ali, saying, "This is your moment, kid. You need to capitalize." Miz thrown into the ring. Mustafa Ali climbing on the apron. Miz grabs Mustafa Ali while he was climbing through the ropes. Gets a skull crushing finale, but Miz can't seem to capitalize with the ribs. Miz trying to roll onto the cover. Very lazy cover. 1, 2. Kicks out Mustafa Ali right at the last second. Naomi and Sasha will come back for Survivor Series. I could see that. It'd be better now, Sassy. With Triple H at the helm, I think that he'd want to get him back sooner rather than later. But Survivor Series, I think, would be such a nice big pop. And it'll make it feel like a big show if you have a return of that magnitude. Mustafa Ali with super kick to the Miz. Mustafa Ali rolls to the apron, climbing up to the top turnbuckle. Miz is in the drop zone area. AJ Styles going to turn up. No, 450 splash. Oh, AJ catches Mustafa Ali. Styles clash onto the Miz. And then gets the pinfall. That has surprised me. AJ Styles has one. So I bow down to you guys in the chat. You picked it. That one, where is it? Sod was right. AJ's got this. Chris said AJ Styles. So yeah, well done, guys. Joe Todd, Becky line that Becky said, "No man defies her or anyone in the women's division." Yep, that could be a little tease of what's to come. But yeah, very well done, guys. AJ Styles getting the win. So he could be the new #1 contender, depending on what happens later on. Dolph Ziggler, Ciampa, and Chad Gable still to come. AJ won, yep. AJ won. Now give me AJ versus Champa. Yeah, I think that'll, out of the three that is going to be going up, I think that is probably the best match from what we have. Yeah, out of the potential matches, give me AJ versus Champa. Going to recap of earlier tonight where Bianca ran into the back after Becky was attacked by Bayley, Iyo Sky, and Dakota Kai. It's got a nice ring to it. Iyo Sky, Dakota Kai. Becky's in the trainer's room. Adam Pearce is there. Becky just asking for some ice. And we're going Dakota Sky, Bayley, and Iyo Sky now in the back, laughing about what they've done. So Sarah Schreiber's asking Bayley, why did you target Becky? Bayley's saying, we didn't target them. It's about us, meaning them three, than it is anyone else, but we'll find out soon enough. Usos have just turned up. And how does the Usos feel about defending their titles against the Mysterios? They are 100% confident in keeping them titles. Again, the Usos having a bit of fun. The Usos beat the Street Profits again. Roman beat Brock again. The Usos ending with We the Ones, which at the minute they are. They have been absolutely phenomenal. And we're going Seth Rollins. Seth freaking Rollins. Obviously, he was meant to have a match against Riddle. But the match was called off for a kayfabe injury against Riddle. They had Riddle turn up, cut a promo saying he still wants to fight. And Seth turned up, curb stomped him. Well, stomped him. They don't call it the curb stomp anymore. Stomped him and then disappeared. Because we're going that in 5 weeks at Clash at the Castle. Michael singing along. Yeah. Crowd singing along. Yeah. Trying to find new Renee. I don't think they will. I think the best thing they could really do is offer Renee a shed load of money, bring her back, because she was absolutely brilliant. So does Dominic continue and turn on his dad tonight? I'd love to see it. I keep saying it. I've been wanting it a while. And I'll just recap it while we're going to recap of last week's Monday Night Raw. Riddle suffered a brachial plexus injury, so that match was postponed. So Dominic turns on his dad anytime from now until the Royal Rumble. At the Royal Rumble, Dominic throws his dad out the ring, which could be the sort of heel turn itself, or it could be animosity from previously. So after a Dominic Mysterio turn at SummerSlam, not SummerSlam, Survivor Series, a lot of S's. Dominic turns on his dad at SummerSlam, electric chairs him after a match, something like that. Then Royal Rumble Dominic throws his dad out of the ring, goes on, but then ends up losing the match. And WrestleMania story culminates in retirement match for Rey versus his son for the Mysterio legacy and the mask. So after the match, we have Dominic win the match, Rey retires, and then Dominic takes on the mask persona with Rey. And I would actually have in the ring the two shake hands, hug, walk up the ramp, and then at the top of the ramp, while they're both facing away from the audience, Rey pulls off the mask, hands it to his son. Dominic puts on the mask, and then they leave. And then Dominic technically becomes face again. We've got Seth in the ring. How does that sound to people? Does that sound cool? So we've got Seth in the ring. It's a night of celebration, as he says. Edge and Rey together would be great. I think it would have been 10 years ago, I'm afraid. I think they're just at the point where they should be looking at not hanging up the boots, but hanging up their in ring boots. Edge as a manager would be great. Rey as a guidance to Dom without actually wrestling would be great. So Seth saying Seth is saying Riddle was on the line of gutsy and stupid because he turned up at SummerSlam, but he's crossed the line too many times. But there is a silver lining. So Seth saying that Riddle only wants to be like Randy Orton. And Riddle is now on the shelf with an injury like Randy. There's another silver lining. So with Riddle out the picture, Seth can turn his attention to Roman Reigns. Oh, we're going to Street Profits. That's not someone I would expect to come out. Does Dominic join Judgment Day? I don't know. I don't know if I think it would suit him, but I think it would give him a good bit of character development. Michael likes to book in. Thank you very much. Seth is saying he didn't want him to come out. Street Profits are literally being dead silent but playing to the crowd, and the crowd are going behind the Street Profits. Seth going aggravated, which is nice. Seth going some heat by saying the Houston crowd are used to watching the Rockets lose. Seth saying he's lost count how many times the Street Profits have lost to the Usos. Seth saying that they should probably break up. So Seth saying that the Usos need to pack it in and go back behind the curtain. And Dawkins saying that he beat Seth Rollins to become the tag team champions. Montez Ford saying, isn't this the guy who lost to Cody when Cody only had one boobie? Crowd enjoying that. Me too. Seth saying if one of them, if they came out for a fight, Seth would love a fight. Seth saying it's not fair, there's two of them. One of them, if the Street Profits split up, they can do it one-on-one. Dawkins saying, would we like to see one of the Street Profits beat Seth? And then be careful what you wish for, because the crowd cheer. So the Street Profits are going to do a rock, paper, scissors to find out who's going to win. Montez Ford teasing it as well, saying this is the only time we're going to see the Street Profits separated. Cheeky from Montez. Ford went to do the rock, paper, scissors, but on two, grabbed the ref and just ran to the ring. Montez Ford one step ahead of his tag team partner and Seth Rollins. Went to jump in the ring. Seth went for a stomp. Montez just ducked back out. Soon as the bell rang, Seth got clotheslined over the top rope. Montez Ford mocking Seth's entrance music. Montez pushing Seth into the barricade. Seth with an elbow to the midsection and then throwing Montez back in and chasing him back. Oh, Montez Ford with a brilliant super kick. Goes for a pinfall, gets a 2 count. Very solid. Montez looking like he's climbing up to the top rope. He's going to go for that superb frog splash. Seth rolls to the outside. Creates a bit of separation. Montez Ford chasing him down. Seth gets it, kicks the midsection, and then goes for the pedigree. But Montez reverses it to a backdrop. Seth rolls back into the ring. Montez tries to go in, but Seth with a knee to the midsection. Hangs Montez on the top rope, stomach first. Yeah, going dinner, don't worry. See you shortly. Time for the Street Profits to split up too. Ford would be good on his own. I think he's absolutely brilliant. He'd be great on his own. Got to go charge your iPad and get ready for bed. You got work tomorrow? Not a problem, dude. See you whenever I'm next on. Maybe next Monday. Maybe I might stick my head in for Dynamite a little bit. But yeah, have a good week, dude, and I shall see you when you're next on. So Seth carries Montez Ford and throws him ribs first into the ring post. Referee got to a 9 count before Montez managed to roll back into the ring. Few punches and then a big kick to the back of Montez Ford. Massive impact. 4 count with Montez choked on the middle rope. Big chop to Montez Ford. And I'm going to have a snack while I'm watching this one, because I presume there'll be an ad break shortly. Seth with another chop. Montez takes exception to that and starts chopping the life out of Seth with 3-4 unanswered ones. Irish whip. Seth keeps hold and knees to the midsections. 3 times that happens. And then a gutbuster off the knee of Seth. Two count. Seth with like a bear hug, trying to wear Montez Ford down even more. Montez with some back elbows, trying to escape. Seth with a beautiful side suplex. Yeah, absolutely beautiful back suplex to Montez Ford. Seth slapping Montez Ford, trash talking him, shouting at him to come on. Seth looking for another suplex from the ring apron to the inside. Montez clubbing blow, trying to reverse that. Big kick to Seth. Big frog splash, crossbody. Gets a pin, 1, 2, and escapes on a 2 count. That frog splash and the height he gets is unreal. Absolutely beautiful, isn't it? Seth stalking Montez Ford. Forearms back and forth. And again. Montez Ford with right hands. And then Seth with a knee. Montez with a chop. Great back and forth. Montez with a big clothesline. Kick to the midsection. Kick and then an enziguri. And then a back suplex of his own. Kip up and just manages to land it. Standing moonsault. 1, 2, and kick out. Montez needs to keep that momentum going. Try and keep on Seth. So Seth will standing switch, goes for another back suplex. Montez lands on his feet. Blockbuster from Montez. Goes for another pin. 1, 2, and kick out at Seth. I agree, Todd. I do agree. This might be a bit more freedom that they're going now with Triple H now at the helm. Yeah, very nice match. Montez looked like he was trying to climb to the top 10, but Seth grabbed leg to stop that happening. Montez changes tack, gets into the ring, but eats an enziguri. Roll up, 1, 2, and Seth with a super kick and another pin. 1, 2, kick out from Montez. No idea whatsoever, I'm afraid. It'd have been a great substitute match, but yeah, I don't know. Oh, that sounds delicious, Sandra. Anything that's ham and cheese for me is a done deal. I'll eat that all day long. Seth looking for that stomp. Montez gets out the way. Montez goes for a super kick. Seth catches it. Seth going for the buckle bomb. Montez fights out of it. Beautiful jumping tornado DDT from Montez Ford. Gets the arm across. 1, 2. Seth gets his foot on the bottom rope. Great ring awareness. Montez climbing to the top rope. Seth takes out the leg and he grabs Montez. Seth looking for that buckle bomb, manages to land that. Falcon arrow. Hooks both legs. 1, 2, and kick out. Seth looking annoyed. Montez just kicking out very strongly. If Seth loses, the Street Profits are done. I don't think they are. I think it'll be maybe next week. Oh, Seth going for his own frog splash. Montez gets out of the way. Is Montez going to hit his? I'll wait to find out what happens and I'll carry on with this. Huge frog splash. Seth gets the knees up. And then straight into that stomp. Shuts the half. 1, 2, and 3. Seth gets the win. I think they could have done it where Montez wins this week and then next week they pull the switcheroo and have Angelo Dawkins and both of them end up winning against Seth, but obviously that's not going to happen. Match is over. Seth is looking for another stomp. Are we going to get Angelo tying up? Where's Dawkins? Yep, here he is. Dawkins gets in the ring. Seth hightails it out of there. But with what's happened, Seth winning tonight, next week, could they do Angelo Dawkins going against Seth in a grudge match? Great match. Would have been a plus for SummerSlam. Yeah, that was a better match than most of what was on SummerSlam for me. Getting a recap of SummerSlam main event. And it's frozen on me. Won't be a second. Sandra just wants Brock to go away. That's not very nice. I mean, it wasn't meant to be there. It was a substitute for the injured Randy Orton. So it was a massive name that they could throw in at last minute. So I think it could have been a lot worse. Why is all the streams gone? So I'm working. There we go. So it was absolutely brilliant. Paul Heyman got involved, which true Goldberg. I think it's just they've got the name there. They know the guy they put his name on the banner is going to be a big draw for them. So they're always going to try and use someone like Brock. So we are just still going a recap of the main event match. Usos obviously helped Roman win the match. It was good show. I think that was probably one of the better matches on the show. Yeah, last man standing match was a good match. So they're going to show some aftermath from the match, supposedly, later on tonight. So Clash at the Castle in the UK. We're getting Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. September 3rd from Cardiff in Wales. So all the news outlets with a bit of storyline from different sort of matches. TMZ obviously with Logan Paul, Forbes with the Bayley return, CBS with Roman outlasting Brock Lesnar. Yeah, I don't think it was the best show by a long way, but they're going to make out like it was 76,000 people or whatever it was. We are getting Alexa Bliss come out to the ring. Alexa Bliss is wanting to be Raw Women's Champion again, so this could be leading up to that point. And we're going Asuka. Ric Flair reference. To be the best, you've got to beat the best. We're going to be good. So Odo thinks winning this one then. Are we going to have Alexa win or are we going to get Asuka? I don't have the ability to do the polls, so just stick your answers in the chat and I'll keep my eye on for people. I'm going to say I think we're going to get Alexa win. Why not? Alexa applauding Asuka, which is unusual to see someone applaud someone else while in the ring. Bell rings. A little bit of a hand tap. Show respect to each other. We'll go lock up. And then Alexa with a bit of arm control. Asuka reverses that into an arm lock. Good bit of quick reversals. So I think the same thing. Alexa for the win. Yeah, to me, that makes a better storyline sense. Alexa with a roll up gets a 1 count, basement drop kick, and then big grin to Asuka. Asuka doing a bit of a mocking of Alexa Bliss. Asuka jumps to the second turnbuckle. Alexa with a big knee. Goes for another pinfall, gets another 2 count, does Alexa. Alexa with a big straight right hand, then a knee, another right hand, and another knee. Goes for a pin, 1, 2, and kick out. So, wasn't these two teaming up a few weeks ago? If I remember rightly. Which is strange, seeing them go up against each other now. Alexa goes for the knees, which then the moonsault. Knees completely look like they missed, I'm afraid. Asuka with shin to the head. Or a kick. Yeah, more of a kick. Asuka with rapid fire strikes. Back forearms. Then a German suplex. Hip attack in the corner. And then Alexa looking for a DDT. Counters it into a big knee from Asuka. And we're getting the new faction come out. Bayley, Dakota Kai, Iyo Sky, causing a disqualification. So neither of us, I'm afraid, Todd. Bayley with a huge grin on her face. Bayley with a knee to Alexa, and she was held by Dakota Kai and Iyo Sky. Kick straight to Asuka's face from, that was Dakota Kai. Iyo Sky going up to the top. Dakota Kai's got a steel chair. Who's coming out? Bianca Belair. EST causes the other women to hightail it out of the ring. Bianca grabs the microphone, says she wants a match with any of them tonight. Don't care who it is. Could have been the female evolution. Could be. Could be. But this, to me, is fantastic. It's a slow tease for a match against at Survivor Series. They're building a couple of factions, or they're building a faction to start with. So at Survivor Series, we can have a 5-on-5. That to me is great storyline booking. Just got another promo video for Clash at the Castle. Not sure what we're getting coming up next. I'm going to get rid of that banner and swap it to that one. And we're on commercial break. Again, at the minute, we've got 6 people in. Thank you very much for joining myself. My name is Dan. If you haven't already, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. It does really help us out. We are covering Monday Night Raw from WWE. We are just over an hour into the main show itself. We've got just under 2 hours left. We've got a triple threat match left. We've got Tommaso Ciampa versus Dolph Ziggler versus Chad Gable. We also have a WWE Tag Team Championship match for the Undisputed titles. The Usos versus the Mysterios. That is probably going to be the main event. Whoever wins the triple threat match is going to be going up against AJ Styles in a #1 contenders match for the US title. And my stream has gone again. So I shall be back in a second. On. Let's see. Will Theory interfere in Dolph's match? I think he could do, actually. Technically, triple threats are no disqualification, so it does make a good bit of sense where he could interfere. Match obviously wouldn't get cancelled or get stopped because of it. But yeah, that's not a bad idea, Sandra. Trying to get another stream working. Todd doesn't hope so. I don't know. I think it would make sense. Obviously, the past few weeks it's been where we've had Theory and Dolph Ziggler come out and interact. So it looks like we're going Iyo Sky and Bianca Belair. Yeah, that's now an official match. So here we go. We're going the second triple threat match. So we're going Dolph Ziggler come out now. Ciampa's winning this, says Todd. Yeah, I think out of everyone, I think he's the best person to. And I'm trying to get a stream working again. Hopefully, the alignment with the Miz is gone, but by the looks of it, he's wearing the same outfit he wore at SummerSlam, so maybe not. Todd says anyone but Gable. Well, yeah. Ziggler, we know, is a great in-ring performer, so he could win the match. I'm going to Chad Gable from the Alpha Academy come out to the ring now. He's on the mic, but my stream seems to be without sound. There we go. So Chad Gable saying he's going to beat the two in the ring, beat the Deacon Ramis AJ Styles, and put the country on his back with the United States title. Miz TV would be the worst. Yeah. Or with. So supposedly the Houston Astros cheated in something. So Gable is basically sort of being quite mean to the crowd. Dolph Ziggler with a massive drop kick not long after the bell to Ciampa. Dolph Ziggler gets rolled up. 2 count. This has been very fast paced to start with. Ciampa with a big right hand to Dolph Ziggler. Ciampa swings Dolph Ziggler into the turnbuckle. Ziggler gets out the way of the second upcoming attack. Ciampa and Gable stomping on Dolph Ziggler, trying to take him out of the match. Out of the 3 in the ring, Dolph Ziggler's the only one that has actually been US title holder. Sorry. So Gable working on the left leg of Dolph Ziggler. Both working, Ciampa and Gable working together to try and keep Dolph Ziggler out of the match. Irish whip and 2 back elbows. Chad Gable goes for the cover. Ciampa pulls him off, pushed him in the chest. Ciampa saying shush to Chad Gable. Gable saying don't shush me. Ziggler's fighting back. Ciampa catches Dolph Ziggler and slingshots him into the turnbuckle. Gable with a roll through picks up Ciampa on a fireman's carry. Elbows from Ciampa. Chicken wing slam. Very nicely done. And then big stomp to the back of Ciampa from Chad Gable. Ziggler out of nowhere gets a 2 count. So I've got all 3 men down. So Ciampa back to his feet. Right hand to Dolph Ziggler. Right hand to Gable. And then a chop to Gable in the corner. Irish whip to the other corner. Gable staying first off the turnbuckles. I know, it's annoying, isn't it, Sandra? That's why I'm trying to tell people what's happening. Because I don't just want to say we're on commercial break. Ciampa with a neck breaker to Ziggler. Goes for a pin. 1, 2, and kick out. Suplex from Gable. Goes for a pinfall. 1, 2. Ciampa kicks out at 2. Gable now working the arm of Ciampa. Swinging it into the mat. And then a big shoosh. Dolph wins then, theoretically. I like the way you did that. Austin will then cost him the win then. That could work. AJ wins at the end. That's a great way to book it. I wouldn't be disappointed with that story. We've got Dolph in the ring. Trying to get back to his feet using the ropes. Ciampa with a basement dropkick out of nowhere. Dolph kick to the outside, leaving Ciampa and Gable in the ring. Ciampa with a big chop. Gable sat on the top turnbuckle. Ciampa climbs up. Looks like he's going for some sort of suplex. Gable fighting back, clubbing blows to the back. Headbutt. Ciampa down. Gable with a big clothesline off the top rope. Goes for the pinfall. 1, 2, and kick out. Gable tosses Ciampa to the outside. Ziggler now back in the ring, face to face with Gable. Chad Gable pushes Dolph in the chest. Dolph replies. And we're going some Greco-style Roman wrestling now. Both re-countering. Dolph with the roll-up. Inside cradle, gets a 1 count. Gable rolls through into an ankle lock. Roll through. Gable keeps hold. So Ciampa comes in and then gets the crossface on Ziggler. So if Ziggler taps, does that mean they're both going to the match? Oh, Ciampa with elbows to the back or blows to Ciampa. No, Ciampa blows to Gable. Sorry. Dolph with a roll through. 1, 2. Gable still has the ankle. Ciampa from behind with like a famous type move. 1, 2. Kick out from Gable. So we've got Ciampa stalking Dolph Ziggler. Big chop. Ciampa working on the leg that Gable started on. Ziggler put on the top turnbuckle. Ciampa with a big chop. Ciampa looks like a big cross. Ciampa gets a toe count interrupted by Gable off the top rope. Gable was first to his feet, then Ciampa very closely behind, exchanging blows between the two. Big forearm from Ciampa. Goes for a knee. Gable gets out of the way, rolls through into a delayed suplex. Dolph Ziggler gets a zigzag on Ciampa, but only gets a pinfall attempt on Gable. So Dolph looks like he's got some nasty mark on his ribs on the right side. I don't know if it's just a bit of redness or it's a bruise. Gable got to his feet first, but back body dropped by Dolph Ziggler to the outside. Ciampa with a roll up on Ziggler, gets a toe count. Dolph Ziggler returns the favour, gets the tights, gets another toe count. Ciampa, thinking of the fairy tale ending, Dolph Ziggler was super kick. Gable in, tries to steal it. 1, 2. Ziggler pulls Gable out, breaking up that pinfall. Big knee to Dolph Ziggler from Ciampa. Backslide by Ciampa on backslide on Ciampa by Gable, gets another toe count. Ciampa with another knee. Fairy tale ending on Gable. That should be it. 1, 2, and 3. Yes. Ciampa wins. Triple H GAHY. So Ciampa versus AJ. That should be a great match. Yeah, exactly. Pacing of the matches and the flow of the show is just so much better. The commercial break seems to fit with the action as well. So we're getting a Judgment Day video package. Then what was SummerSlam? It was getting rid of Vince's booking, I think. I think the matches and the pace of them was, well, the pace of the matches was fine. There was just no gelling on them for some reason, because I think it's happened that often. So we're going to recap of Judgment Day turning on Edge. So Damien Priest saying the future of the Judgment Day, future of the business will be decided by the Judgment Day. We're getting a recap of Rhea Ripley attacking the Mysterios. at Ray's 20th birthday celebrations, at 20th anniversary celebrations of Rey Mysterio. Sorry, I don't know what happened with me there. It's probably the tiredness. So now we're going to recap of the SummerSlam match, the Mysterios versus Judgment Day. Brilliant sort of outfit from the Mysterios. And then the return of Edge. Yeah, seems to be booking everything quite well so far. So yeah, the video package itself is Edge returning at Judgment at SummerSlam to attack Judgment Day. Mysterios end up winning. But yeah, we're going Edge up next. But yeah, how are people finding Raw so far tonight? With Triple H at the helm, I think it seems to be flowing quite a bit better. The matches seem to get a bit of time. With a bit of time in the matches, you're able to sort of put on a good showing. And because you're putting on a good showing, you're building your stock. Vince was like wanting a 5-minute match, which to me just didn't really seem to make much sense. So we are on commercial break. So yeah, very good so far. I'm enjoying this more than I was SummerSlam. Points Sassy, yeah. So what's Edge going to come out and say? Is he going to say that he's going to be going against Judgment Day? Or is he going to come out and make different intentions known? I think he'll come out, and I reckon he was probably going to challenge Finn Balor. But we're going to end up with Damian Priest in the match instead. I do quite like iced tea, but I prefer peach iced tea instead of lemon iced tea for me. Edge should get a rival faction. I think that. Go on then. If we're going to do a rival faction, who would you have in there? If you're going Judgment Day versus Edge's faction, who would you put? I think Sassy agrees with that. I don't know who I'd go with. I'd put Mustafa Ali with him. And would I go for the female? Mustafa Ali and Doudrop. They're two people I think that deserve a rub. And I think they are both talented performers where they could just be elevated. Oh, we're pouring in it then, Todd. Who do you think? Same for yourself, Sandra. Who do you think should be in a faction with Edge? We're going biography of Lex Luger. That's coming on Sunday on A&E in the US. Dawkins and Banks. I think Dawkins would be a good fit. I think Sasha's too high profile to be in a faction because the faction is supposedly there to build the people in there, and she's way bigger than a faction, I think, to be honest. Beth Phoenix. Again, I use the same point that I've just said, but it does make sense having Beth with Edge. Kevin Owens or Ali. Ali, yeah, I think would work. Kevin Owens, I think he's too good on his own. Edge is more of the mouthpiece. So I just think that it needs to be someone that can build up either a young performer or new to the roster performer, or that they want to make more main event. And I think Ali and Doudrop are both people that could do that. Dawkins as well, I think, would work. If Sasha Banks did return, she'd be going straight into the main event picture with the whichever title she'd be going for. So I don't think she needs that rub. So let's see what Edge has got to say. So crowd giving Edge a bit of a chant. So Edge is saying he's been a bit of a expletive. Edge saying he's set up Judgment Day to help underutilized talent, which we know there was. And try and elevate him. That makes a bit more sense for me. Dawkins and Naomi. What NXT stars? I'll have a think about that and I'll get back to you in a second. The first taste of power clouded the judgment and they couldn't learn any more from Edge. And they are wrong. Edge saying he didn't see the turn coming. You got to put on the shelf. Edge saying he pulled himself out of the hell that he got put in by the Judgment Day. It's time to kill what he created. Finn, Damien, and Rhea is going to end Judgment Day. I prefer them sort of Edge promos. It's intense, but it's to a point, and it's direct. It's not rambling. It's not talking rubbish for 2 or 3 minutes with no real direction. So we've got the Mysterios in the back now. Kevin Phillips is asking what's next for the Mysterios. Judgment Day is in the rear view mirror. Edge and Mysterios were once tag team champions. So Edge thanks Mysterio thanks Edge. So Ray saying that he wants to help and become Raw Tag Team Champion, Undisputed Tag Team Champions. Yep, he does have to have help. So again, I'm just trying to think. I don't really watch NXT 2.0, so I'm not sure who they could add. NXT. Cameron Grimes. Could he work, do you think? Anyone from SmackDown? Let's load up the roster. Current roster. Let's have a look. Ricochet, I don't know. I think Ricochet probably could work. But I think that's about it. Raquel Rodriguez, obviously she's new to the roster. Yeah, I can agree with that one. If they got rid of the maximum male models, Mansoor would be a good fit. What if Edge got Mansoor and Mustafa Ali? Because obviously they've got chemistry together already. Going into staying title and 100%, there's no way he'd come back into a faction unless he was the leader of it. He's too big of a name there, definitely. How are people finding Raw at the minute then? Is it being okay? It's been better than it has been. I think we can all agree on that. And I think it is more enjoyable than SummerSlam. I don't want to say it because obviously SummerSlam is meant to be a big show. But if you need a female, Rachel would be great, yeah. Thank you very much for that booking. I think she's a big name, and because of her physical presence in height, she would be a great match to go up against someone like Rhea Ripley. Because I think she's a lot taller than Rhea. So it would give the Edge faction a little bit more of a physical presence. Let's have a look who I'd go for on the male side. Let's have a look at the Raw roster. That one, no. Yeah, Mustafa Ali maybe. I can't think of anyone else who I think would work. NXT roster, let's have a look at that one. No idea. Yeah, we've got Paul Levesque. Chocolate, how we doing? Sandra says hi, Paul. Todd says hey. Hey, Paul. Thank you very, very, very much for joining us, Paul. What have you got booked for the rest of tonight? Give us a little sneaky preview. We've got Bayley, Dakota Kai, and Iyo Sky in the back, talking with Sarah Schreiber. We're going Iyo Sky. Come out to the ring. I do like Iyo Sky's music. It is really funky. What's made you join us, Paul? So very good sort of naming on Iyo Sky now, formerly Iyo Shirai, but with their moniker that she's had before. She's got so many aerial attacks coming from the sky, makes a bit more sense in terms of naming, which is a very good idea. We're getting the EST come out to the ring. Bianca Belair, Raw Women's Champion. Are we going to get a clean match? Or are we going to get Bayley and Dakota Kai coming and run interference? does all call it needs a name change like Butch? They don't. We know this. But I think with something like the name change, that probably was already marketed before Triple H actually took over. Sandra Windows will be in Bianca's faction. Yeah, I completely agree. So I think Bayley will be out there shortly. Yeah, I think it makes more sense. Bianca, Irish whip to Iyo Sky, reversal from Iyo Sky. Bianca with a backflip off the turnbuckle, and then a drop kick to Iyo Sky, pushing her into the corner. Bianca sent over the top rope by Iyo Sky, and then hung on the top rope. Iyo Sky springboard moonsault lands straight on Bianca. We're going commercial break. But yeah, let me have a look. Go back to the roster. One person I think would work. I don't know if you've seen much of them or you watched NXT UK much, but Eddie Dennis is a very good performer. He's got some great moves on him. And if you get a chance to watch him on NXT UK, I think you will be surprised at how much skill he's got. I saw him in 2019, just before all the lockdown happened, at an NXT UK filming, and I think that was his very first match. And it was very green in the ring, but he was very good. And I think that if they could sort of bring him across, that could be something where you're building up a brand new talent. He's got a bit of experience working in front of cameras with NXT UK. So Bianca Doudrop and Asuka. Doudrop and Asuka, maybe, yeah. I could see them too. Bianca, Becky, and Sasha. Sasha would be, too big of names, as Todd says. I'd love it. I think it'd be complete badass crew, but it is just a little bit too big of names, I think. Where is he? He's in Spain at the minute. He's not in the UK, so he did pop into chat earlier on, Ivan, but you're stuck with me for the last hour and 10 minutes, I'm afraid. I'm apologising because you might not want to be stuck with me. Todd loves Sassy's booking. Dom's always looking for the Fiend. I've worn this t-shirt around him, and he said he'd strip me of it because he does like it. So, on little sit up. So, we've obviously got Bray, and then underneath it, we've got Muscle Man. So, yeah, absolutely loves this t-shirt, but he's not having it. He can fight me all he wants for it. Bow to the champs. You don't have to bow to us, Sandra. What did know that I find else you don't say weird things, Logan Paul, tonight? What does that mean, Ivan? Just reread it, see how we found it. Bron Breakker and Ali. Yeah, that could work. I think that would be a good faction. Bron Breakker, obviously, NXT UK, NXT champion. So that would be a good big name to bring up. So we're back on Monday Night Raw. Just acknowledging. Yeah. So if I said me and Ivan, we the ones, little reference to the Usos. Bianca with a forearm to Iyo Sky, then shoulder tackle, dropping it down. Another forearm, drop kick. Cape up from Bianca, getting the crowd G'd up. Bianca lifting Iyo Sky up, countered by Iyo. Double knees to the back of Bianca. I am better than Dom at commentary. Well, thank you very much, Ivan. Champions have got to stick together, don't we? People's champion and the Give Me Hull Year champion. We'd make a great tag team. Iyo goes for the pinfall, gets a 2 count. Corey Graves saying that Iyo Sky is inexperienced. I don't think she's that inexperienced. She's got some massive talent. Oh, video's gone again. Let's try another one. Todd says that women's division is doing very well as of late. Yeah, they're really sort of trying to push that women's division now. Let's try and get this up and running again. I think we'd be better than the Bloodline, to be honest. Bloodline have only held the title for a couple of 100 days. We'll hold them for thousands of days, won't we? Follower slam by Bianca. Logan Paul's done a little video package, but not a real lot was said. I don't think he'll be there for the rest of the show. He'll probably turn up at the Royal Rumble. Yeah. Women's division now matters to management, same as the tag division, which is probably why we actually got a bit of time for them tonight. No Logan. Yes. What should our tag team name be? I'll let you pick a name, Ivan. Here's Bailey. Here's Dakota Kai. So, for yourself, Todd, Sandra, what do you think our tag team name should be? Man and Ivan's. So, Sky climbing top 10 buckle with Bianca on there. Hurricane Rana off the top. Very nice. Goes for the pinfall. 1, 2. Disrespectful cover with the forearm in the throat. Don't know what the tag team name should be. Bianca going for a suplex. Dakota Kai with a cradle. 1, 2. Bianca reverses it. And strength picking Iyo Sky up with a vertical suplex. We should be the Painkillers. Judas Priest reference. Great band, great song. Could be our entrance music as well. Mega Hull, yeah, that'd work. Bianca's looking for the KOD. Iyo Sky counters out of it. Lower bridge by Iyo Sky. Bianca catches it. Bianca pulling Iyo Sky to the ring apron. Bianca looking for the suplex to the outside, which would be ruinous. It did destroy both of their backs. Iyo Sky on the apron, going for a Hurricane Rana. Bianca catches her and then ragdolls her into the barricade. Very vicious. Bianca and Dakota stalking. And then they sit on the ring apron, blocking Bianca Belair from throwing Iyo Sky into the ring. Oh, we're getting Asuka and Alexa Bliss standing with Bianca. Is this a faction then? Bianca Belair, Asuka, and Alexa Bliss. So we're going to face off between the two groups. So Iyo Sky's now been thrown back into the ring, followed by Bianca. Aaron and Dan, the brothers at the end of us all. That's a cool name. It's a bit too long for what I like, but it's a cool name. You'll come out to Alice Cooper. I'll come out to Judas Priest then. Poison, yeah. Chris Jericho Painmaker looks like Alice Cooper, yeah. It's got similar sort of stylings on there. Aaron says, no, welcome to my nightmare, Todd. But yeah, I think Painmakers is a good name. Painkillers. Although in the UK, we just call painkillers stuff like paracetamol, ibuprofen. So painkillers, we take pills for that. So it just, in the UK, it'd have a different sort of connotation. But it'd still work for me. I'd still take it. So we've got Bianca and Iyo Sky, center of the ring on the knees, forearms to each other. Bianca's sort of going the upper hand now. Raining blows down on Iyo. Iyo fighting back. Raining blows down on Bianca now. Stomp to the midsection. Sandra can't wait for Yuta and Jericho. That'll be a great match to me. I think Jericho wins, but Yuta gets a really good showing. So I'm live in April. That's awesome, Ivan. Yeah, Jericho's a good guy. He's always wanting to give back to the business, whether that is to hold the title to elevate it or to put over a newer talent. He's always one for the business, if it makes sense. Io's on the top turnbuckle. Bianca's climbing up. Forearms to the back of Iyo Sky. Iyo Sky is fighting back. Bianca with a superplex. And then Bianca with a moonsault. 1, 2, and kick out from Iyo. Wanted Dead or Alive. Yeah, that's Bon Jovi. At one point, it was the opening theme song for Deadliest Catch, which is one of my favourite shows. Bianca Belair with basically a bear hug on Iyo Sky. Iyo Sky with elbows. Iyo Sky with a roll through, and then stomps the midsection. Iyo Sky double knees Meteora style. Straight to Bianca Belair. Iyo Sky takes a slam. Bianca's springboard goes for the moonsault. Knees to the midsection. Arm lock on Bianca, and Bianca just big forearm breaking that. Bianca wants to come off the rope, but Bayley grabbed the leg of Bianca. Iyo with a back elbow. Bianca gets caught up in the ropes. Iyo went for a pinfall, tried to use the ropes. Alexa pushes them legs off the ropes. Ring is now full, and the referee's lost control. We've got Bayley and Asuka going one-on-one. We've got Alexa and Dakota Kai fighting. Asuka with the knee to the face of Bayley. So Bayley's trying to fight back. Bayley and Alexa Bliss now fighting one-on-one. It's just all broken down. Jamie Noble's in there. Pierce is in there. More backstage goons are in there. Do we reckon we're going to get a tag 3-on-3 match? Yeah, Edge was on Raw earlier on, basically just saying that he's going to come and try and destroy Judgment Day. Yeah, faction's definitely set out, Sandra. Yeah, definitely. So we're on to hour 3 of Monday Night Raw. Thank you very much for joining me. My name is Dan. I'll be covering you up to 4 a.m. UK time. So we've got The Miz talking to Ciampa. And then The Miz is asked if what's happening with, because things didn't go his way, but they did go for Champa. Miz saying that he had Logan Paul exactly where he wanted him. So supposedly the victory was tainted. Miz saying that tonight is about Ciampa. Champa saying he used to respect AJ Styles, but AJ Styles chose to support Logan Paul, which is a mockery of the home of Ciampa and The Miz. And it's going to be satisfied when he beats AJ Styles later on. Hey, Patrick's back. How are we doing, Patrick? How are you doing? Sandra hates Ciampa with a Miz. I love Ciampa. I love to hate the Miz. But I just think that the two together, it's giving Ciampa a little bit of a main event rub, not main event rub, but a big name rub to try and help sort of build his character. If you have them two going together for a little while, and then Ciampa turns on the Miz, how much of a babyface will Ciampa be? Will that work? Todd is with Sassy. Sandra says, hi, Patrick. Yeah. Thank you very much for joining me, Patrick, and joining everyone else in the chat. We've only got about 50 minutes left of Monday Night Raw. And we've got AJ Styles versus Ciampa still to come. We've also got the Usos versus the Mysterios in a tag team title match. They was both made to be a heel, really, weren't they? They're both really, really good heels. They both could talk on the mic. They both put intensity into the promos. Ivan's asking Patrick, where's SpongeBob? Well, we had Paul Levesque earlier on. We had Triple H. He took his time out booking Monday Night Raw to come and say hello to us. Patrick doesn't know where SpongeBob is. He's probably a bit sick. Maybe ate some dodgy seafood. We are on commercial break at the moment. Don't find him for the lower the IQ of the room. Cheeky Sandra. That's fine. We don't mind a bit of cheek in here. Let's have a look. Studio. So while we're on a commercial break, I'm going to stick a little link in the description. And not in the description, in the chat, sorry. It's, if you want to have a bit of a giggle, go check it out. If you're a big fan of little pranks, go check it out. That should come through on all the different channels now. If you want to see someone mark out for The Fiend, you can have a great deal of fun with that. Dom attack him in Europe. Dan, trick Dom, tell him you'll give him the shirt instead. Give him a horror shirt like some scary. I've actually got a couple of horror shirts which I could give to him. But I'd love to scare him again, but yeah, I've just put the video in there. It's already had quite a few views already. It's absolutely blowing up in terms of our views on that video. That's already had 1,600 views, which to us is ridiculous. It's absolutely massive for us. Oh, we've got Booker T. Houston's own Booker T. You've already seen it twice, Arvin. Good. I think I've probably shown 5 or 6 people it already. It's just very funny the way Rage quits and leaves us because he realizes what we've done. Todd's still going with AJ. I think AJ is the one that should win. But if you want to build up Ciampa, giving him a US title shot, I think would be quite good. It's funny, it's great. It's a bit of fun. I think AJ going up against Bobby Lashley is a match I am more excited about. But either one I would happily take at this point. There we're going. AJ come out now. You can't say it's so funny and then poor Dom. You can either go, oh, poor Dom, they shouldn't be making fun of you, or you can go, that's hilarious, you deserve it, Dom. You can't do both, Sassy. That's just not fair. I was laughing, Ant was laughing. It was great. So AJ coming out to the ring. Got the win earlier tonight against Mustafa Ali and The Miz. He is. He's gullible. We are mean. We know we're mean, but we do it with love. We was all laughing. I think everyone was laughing that was watching us at the time. Yeah, true that. I'm not cool enough to pull off true that. So AJ Champa. Do we think this one's going to be going on for a while? 10 minutes, maybe? AJ Styles versus Champa. There we go. Banner's updated. Champa with a side headlock to AJ Styles. AJ bounces off the ropes. Ciampa, big shoulder tackle to AJ. Stomps in the corner to AJ. Ciampa saying he's got 5, which he does before disqualification. Goes back to that side headlock. Trying to wear AJ down. Booker T on commentary. AJ backbreaker to Ciampa. Another backbreaker. Dom is easy to prank. Yeah, he is. It's great fun pranking him because he falls for pretty much everything every time. I think you'd guess it was probably me or you, or and if we made a fake account. AJ thrown right into the ring post. Miz talking trash to him. Alexa Bliss and Asuka need to mind their own business, says Chris. I don't know. I think they're giving Bianca a bit of backup more than anything. Champa goes for a pin. 1, 2. AJ rolls the shoulder up. AJ with the forearm. Champa returns that. AJ again. Champa with a kick. AJ went for the pay leg kick. Champa got out the way. Champa with the takes another backbreaker and a face plant. This match has got some unique offense in there, which is really nice to see. Miz giving Ciampa some advice. AJ chasing him down, and Miz gets out of the way. AJ with the leapfrog, and then drop kick, double feet straight to the face of Ciampa's chin. Yeah, they need to team up with the EST. I think it makes sense. Dom's probably putting that video up. Yeah. If I prank him again, I'll try and film it. All right, yeah. So I'm going to just be a minute. I'm just going to pop to the bathroom. Let me find that one. That one. So if I do that one, I should be able to blank myself off. And I'm back. I get rid of that one. Comments. If we get Bianca Belair, Asuka, and Alexa Bliss versus Control, and Control wins that match, that'd be a good match, I think. We're back on Monday Night Raw. Booker T on commentary. But AJ with rapid fire attacks, big clothesline. I have unmuted myself, haven't I? Yes. Wasn't sure for a second there. AJ with a big splash in the corner to Ciampa. Ushigoroshi, neckbreaker on the knee. Face plant. 1, 2, and kick out from Champa. Miz looking worried on the outside. Even the Miz isn't in the match, we're still going a tiny balls chant. So Styles teasing, going for the Styles clash. Ciampa fighting out of it, reverses it. Big forearm from Ciampa, and then a boot to the chin. Face down leg drop. 1, 2, and kick out from AJ at 2. Miz right behind Ciampa, shouting advice, giving encouragement. Ciampa went for a knee, reversal, 1, 2. Styles picks Ciampa up and went for the Styles clash. Ciampa with some kicks from the bottom. AJ Styles suplex into the ring post, well, into the turnbuckles more. But where's the brand itself gone? There we go. That's better. That looks a bit better for me. Again, I mean, this match is really enjoyable for me. I'm enjoying every minute of it. Great back and forth from AJ, great back and forth from Ciampa. It's just two great performers in the ring, both going one-on-one. AJ with big forearm from the outside, teasing the phenomenal forearm. Onto the top rope. Ciampa catches him with a knee. 1, 2. Kick out from AJ Styles at 2. Big impactful move. Ciampa with a Ciampa backbreaker. 1, 2. And another pit toe count. AJ kicking out of everything Ciampa's got to go for him. And again, stuff like this is giving a bit of freedom. The match itself is giving time to get both performers a good showing. Ciampa saying that he deserves it, screaming in AJ Styles' face. Puts AJ on the top turnbuckle, chopping the life out of him. Ciampa taking some headbutts from AJ. And Ciampa, big right hand, straight to AJ's face. Ciampa picking AJ up. looking for the air raid crash. AJ reverses it, going for the Styles Clash. Gets the Styles Clash. AJ not really able to capitalize. Goes for a pin. 1, 2. And Miz puts the foot of Ciampa on the rope. Then shouts at the ref. So Miz interfering to keep Ciampa alive in the match. Miz looks very proud of himself. AJ's just rolling out. AJ clocks the Miz, sends him over the barricade. Ciampa grabs AJ, throws him into the ring post, and then over the barricade. Ciampa's rolling back into the ring. Referee's counting. We're up to 5, 6. Miz is holding the leg of AJ. Got an 8, 9. AJ just makes it back in. Right into a knee from Ciampa. Ciampa. Fairy tale ending. Is that going to be it? 1, 2, 3. Ciampa wins. Brilliant ending to the match. And that's how you build a newer star. Put a big win over an established name. Ciampa and Lashley, Sandra's there. I don't think I'll be doing Dynamite on Wednesday. I might stick my head in for a little bit, but I won't be doing the full thing if I do show up. Good match, Ciampa and Lashley, I think. It'll be very different sort of styles because Lashley is a big, wide-shouldered guy and Ciampa's just an absolute ripped specimen. So next week, Lashley versus Ciampa, United States Championship. So we're getting the almighty Bobby Lashley. So Theory is supposedly now in the rear view of Lashley. Lashley saying he lives for putting the championship on the line. Lashley saying that he's looking forward to the challenge anywhere, anyone, anytime. Even if he's got Knarvin Miz in the corner. Last week, Lashley humbled Theory. Put Theory in a headlock and he's got no problem doing the same to Ciampa. So we've got about half an hour left, and probably the last 30 minutes is going to be the Undisputed Tag Team Championship match. So we got a promo of the Usos saying that they run WWE. They're part of the Bloodline. So no Theory tonight. That's a very good thing. It's not as bad as people make out, Todd. brutalist and a power player. Yep, Lashley is dominant. He's physical. He doesn't let people get much of a chance if he can help it. So we're going to recap of the SummerSlam match: Usos versus Street Profits. Ric Flair tribute from Sandra. But yeah, I mean, again, I'm quite enjoying Raw tonight. I'm enjoying this more than SummerSlam. I'd still feel awake, even though I've had less sleep tonight. And if you was with us on Saturday, you might remember where I said about my niece in America. All she says is Dan Dan, and she's been watching us a little bit. Yeah, I think she will officially be classed as our youngest viewer. How old will she be? 17 months old, 16 months old. And my sister's just sent a message completely watching me, and all she's saying is Dan Dan again. So we've got a 17-month-old viewer, and she likes the host of the show. Ooh, I've just knocked my screen over. So, yep. Tiny fans. I'll see if I can try and find something that I can get the Give Me a Hull Yeah logo put on, so with really on small. It's cute. It's the only sort of niece or nephew I've got, so I'm just sort of lapping it all in. So Todd hates the gimmick of Theory. It's driving him crazy. And yep, Sandra said it's a completely different show from last week. Well, completely different show. Not from last week, but from sort of ones that we've watched previously together. And I think, again, it is more enjoyable than SummerSlam, which shouldn't be the thing. My tag team partner's back. How are we doing, Ivan? Yeah, talking about Dan's knees. Heard the models and theory. I knew what you meant, Sandra. I think Todd did once he'd read it back. But yeah, we've got about 25 minutes left. Hopefully, they're getting rid of the commercial break at the start of the intros, so we get a longer intros, both teams coming out. Dom jumped you, but you got away. Why did you fly all the way to America? That was a quick flight. Getting NXT 2.0 promotion. So Todd didn't want any theory at all. No, I don't blame you. But is that not the sign of a very good character? You absolutely hate him. He was lying, he's in America, it's a hologram in France. So there's a hologram in France and a hologram in Spain, because that's where he is. I don't know. Whatever's happening, no idea. Nice break from him. Do you mean Dom? I'm only joking, Todd. I know you just want rid of theory altogether. So we've got the Mysterios coming out, playing to the crowd. A lot of people with Mysterio masks in the crowd. A lot of kids getting the attention from Ray. I can be funny at sometimes, Todd. Doesn't happen often, but I can be funny. Yeah, it's mad. And yeah, I'm not surprised. But it was very good. So we're going to have the Usos coming out in a second. We always love a good prank round here. No way the Bloodline loses this. No, I wouldn't expect them to. Changing the titles on a free shirt would be a big, big decision to make. But with Triple H at the helm, could it happen? Most definitely. I should act like I've lost memory and say OEO to him. Maybe. But I don't think that'd be as funny as, I don't know, what could I think of? I could dress up as a horror character and just sort of go and find him. You only came to see Logan Paul and Edge. Logan Paul probably won't be on there, but then Edge has already been on. So Usos in the ring, holding both titles. So challengers from San Diego, California, Dominic and Rey Mysterio. And they are going up against the champions, Undisputed Tag Team Champions, Jimmy and Jay, the Usos. Oh, Sander thinks Judgment Day is coming. Just as Mike Myers tap on his window at Halloween. That would work. That would be funny. So we've got Ray starting the match. And is that Jimmy? Yeah, I think it's Jimmy. So Ray thrown into the corner, gets out of the way. Ray is being really quick. Thrown to the outside, rolls through, shakes his finger as if to say no. Ray with a low bridge to Jey Uso. Dominic with a crossbody to both the Usos on the outside. Yeah, to me, there always seems to be too many ads, I'm afraid, Todd. Yeah, Ray was born and raised in San Diego. So Ray's going in the ring. Leg drop to Jimmy. Goes for a pin. 1, 2, kick out. Ray's on the second rope. Raining blows down on Jimmy. Doing the shimmy as a little tribute to Eddie. Another forearm. Ray's climbing to the top turnbuckle. Gets one of his legs kicked out from under him, falling down, gets his leg caught on the top rope. So he's hanging upside down. Load of stomps. And then Jay's tagged in, working on the leg of Mysterio, stomps the midsection. And again, talking trash to Dominic. Ray's trying to get out of the way. Now being tracked on the middle rope. Sneaky attack from the outside while the referee's back turned. Ray's down, worn down. Both the Usos working together, keeping the pressure on Ray. Dominic's looking worried from the outside, can't do anything. Oh, his dad being attacked. So Ray in the corner, taking shoulders to the midsection. Usos keeping the quick tags up. Usos still working on Ray. Ray's slowly starting that fight back. Trying to fight out the corner. But gets Zed clean taken off with a big clothesline from Jimmy Uso. 1, 2, kick out. Big chop to Ray in the corner. Staring him first into the ring post. Mysterio sounds like he's in a lot of pain. Also, with a big chin lock. Ray trying to fight back. Elbows to the midsection. Stunner. Creates a bit of separation. Jay tags in. Axe handle to Ray. Drags him back away from his corner, keeping Dominic on the outside. Backbreaker to Ray. Pin 1, 2, kick out. Usos standing tall at the minute. Hip attack to Ray. Goes for the pin. 1, 2. Kick out from Ray. Ray still showing some resilience now. Jimmy tags back in. And goes for a punch. Ray blocks it. Counters with one of his own. Kicks to the face. Back elbow. Ray with head scissors. Jimmy's head off the ring post. Big clatter into that. Ray fighting for the tag. Gets the hot tag to Dominic. Dominic crossbody. Quick fire right hands. Irish reverses from Jimmy. Dominic with big lariats. Neck breaker to Jay. And 1 to Jimmy. Very, very quick attacks. 1, 2, and kick out. Dominic looking very impressive. Really cool outfit. Uppercut from Jimmy. Straight to Dominic's chin. Kick from Dominic. Sort of very similar to a spring blade from Dominic. Drop kick. And landing position for the 619. Jimmy gets out the way. Crossbody. Caught by the Usos. And then back first into the ring post. Dominic on the outside. Ray looking over concerned. Usos just looking very strong from start up to now. Mysterio's not going in very much offense. Dominic rolled into the ring. Picked up by Jimmy. Headbutt. Usos again with another tag. Jay going up to the top. Backbreaker. And then an elbow straight to the sternum of Dominic. Uppercut from Jay. Straight to Dominic, dropping him down. Forearms to the face of Mysterios Dominic. And then Jimmy on the outside. Sneak attacks. Dominic slowly starting to try the fight back. Build some momentum with some right hands. Tries to go his tag. Jay grabs him, stops him making that tag. Going millimeters away before Irish whip into the Usos corner. Usos just looking dominant as ever. Dominic again trying to fight back, right hand after right hand. And then one big blow from Jey Uso. Jimmy now tagged back in. Dominic thrown to the corner. Again, right hands to Dominic. Dominic's been put onto the top turnbuckle. Right hand from Jimmy. So Jimmy also trying to get Dominic on his shoulders in a fireman carry. Dominic with elbows fighting back. Tornado DDT out of the corner. Creates a bit of separation, buys them a bit of time. Both get the hot tag. Ray on the run. Ed scissors. Takes down Jay. Basement drop kick to Jimmy. Ray toss to the outside. Shoulder to the midsection. Big kick. Dominic climbing. Ray's climbing up to the top. Seated senton off the ropes. And then springboard, but eats a big kick. Pin 1, 2. Jay gets a 2 count. How good has this match been? It has been a little bit interrupted with commercial breaks, but it's been really, really enjoyable. Hello, Kevin. How we doing? How was Raw tonight? It's been very good. I think Ivan, Todd, Sandra will all agree with me. This has been better than SummerSlam, which is quite a statement to make. We've got Dominic just being tagged in, going for a double 619, lands it on Jimmy Uso. Dominic's climbing up to the top. Big frog splash. 1, 2. Jimmy gets the break right at the end of the 2 count. Don't think you could get much closer. Jay just making that last ditch save. Jay toss to the outside. Ray pulled out as well. Ray on the shoulders. Eats a big super kick from Jay. Dominic with a crossbody to Jay on the outside. Dom climbing up to the top turnbuckle now. Jimmy catches him before he gets there. Big right hand. And another one. So Kevin Owens to remove the 3 hours from Raw. I'd love them to. The problem with it is the sponsorship money and commercial revenue. They're not going to remove an extra hour of TV. Dominic's fighting back from the top rope, stood on the ring post. Jimmy falls to the mat. Dominic goes for something, rolls through, drop kick. J tags into the 1D. Dominic eats the 1D. 1, 2, 3 count. That was a fantastic match. Usos looked brilliant, but the Mysterios got really good offense in. Really interesting spots as well, which are things that we don't really see on Monday Night Raw. There we go, Kevin. There's the confirmation. Raw was much better, says Sandra. Like I said, the matches tonight have been free-flowing. They've been interesting, good spots in them. We've had good stories all the way through as well. Which is what we're after. We've got Judgment Day, Priest, Balor, Ripley coming out, ambushing the Mysterios. So are we going to get Edge turn up in a second? Rhea with a torturing head scissors on Dominic. Damian Priest and Finn Balor working on Mysterio in the other corner. And here's Edge. Here's Edge. Rhea's hightailed it out of there. Balor and Damian Priest stick around, but Dominic and Damian Priest taken to the outside with a clothesline. Edge is a big face again. This is what we want, innit? Edge eyeing up the spear. Damian Priest, I think it was. Rhea. Rhea pushed Dominic in the way, so Dominic ate the spear. Edge chasing down Dominic. Edge chasing down Finn Balor. Rhea's just laughing her head off. Again, it makes sense. It's exciting. And it's a great end to the show. And again, Kevin, if you wasn't sure, Todd says that was better than SummerSlam tonight. Yep. So I'm going to finish the last bit. Dominic looks like his ribs are really injured. Ray's looking concerned. We've got medical personnel in the ring with a referee. So, yeah, that is Monday Night Raw, done and dusted from the 1st of August. I'm not going to stick around too long, I'm afraid, because I am very tired. It is 4 o'clock in the morning. Six out of 10 tonight for Todd. I'd have gone 6.5 for myself. Very good show. My segment of the night probably was that last match. It was very good. Performer of the night, I would go Edge because the promo he did was very intense, very good, very interesting. And then he followed it up with the running at the end of the show. Yep, that's my match of the night. Thanks, Dan. Yeah, that's welcome. That's what I'm here for. I'm not hanging around, I'm afraid. Thank you very much for joining me. If you haven't already, I know you probably will have done, don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the channel. If you could share us out, that does really help. And any like you do does really help for the YouTube algorithms. Thank you very much for joining me. We've got Todd saying thanks, champ. Yeah, it's staying there. It's not going anywhere, no matter how much the other guys try and fight me for it. 6 out of 5, Champa, AJ, and Champa. Yeah, I can completely agree with them, Sandra. Everyone tonight seemed to have a really good showing. I don't think there was a bad segment overall. And I just think that show was so much better put together than SummerSlam was. So we shall do the count out. I'm just going to move my phone out of the way. We're going to have a Claymore countdown. So we're going to have a 3. Oh, there we go. 2, 1. Hull yeah. Let's get shot.
Hello, this is Shotzi Blackheart, and welcome to Gimme a Whole Yeah! I hope everyone checking this out in Yorkshire and beyond is having a great day.